All right, hey Rifters, Cymatic Bruce here, and I'm here at the 6-inch booth, oh my goodness, with the esteemed fearless leader of Cloudhead Games, Denny, and showing off some new things with the Gallery 6 Elements, new experience, and you want to talk about that experience a little bit, Dan?
Sure. So what we're showing at GDC is it's sort of the opening act to our game, just sort of informing you how to interact in VR. And we basically took all the lessons we learned from the Exploration School in December and applied them to the first chapter of our game, basically. So,
excellent.
So there's some new locomotion things happening in here. We have what we're calling VR Comfort Mode.
I love that.
It's not a great name though, because it implies that VR isn't comfortable, but it is comfortable. So what we found is that rotation is really the big buzzkill with first-person experiences, especially when you're using an analog-based rotation on a joystick. And it's because people don't have a sense of how fast they're going to turn through that arc of rotation, on a gamepad especially. It's different with a mouse because you have a controllable acceleration.
Yeah.
So you can kind of predict, you kind of know mentally how fast you're going to be rotating, right? So what we've done is we've created sort of like a big pie chart, and you can rotate in steps, and they're predictable velocities and predictable wedges around a circle. It looks weird in third person, like when you're watching it from outside, but when you're in the experience, it makes total sense.
Nice.
And it has this kind of grounding effect that really helps people from becoming nauseous in any way.
Sweet.
Generally, that's been our experience so far.
Well, I'm very excited to try that out. That's one of the things that I definitely ran into playing Exploration School and a lot of other titles with using analog stick and trying to go easy on the analog stick and really predicting how I'm going to move and turn.
And I mean, it's a big problem that I don't think anybody has really solved. I don't think Valve has solved it or Oculus. They're still working on the whole issue of rotational velocity. It's why you don't see a lot of first-person experiences in that. You see cockpit-based experiences.
Totally.
And those work great, but first-person experiences are a lot more challenging. So we've spent the last year trying to fix those issues, right?
Excellent. That's very exciting and a much-needed problem to address. So yeah, I'm glad to hear you're tackling it.
Yeah.
Very good. So let's try trying the demo.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so I'm calibrated.
So there's a couple different things happening with our locomotion. So anytime you're stopped, you're in tank mode. So you're always forward facing, okay?
I see.
But anytime you move, you're gonna start skewing in the direction you walk, or look, okay?
Nice,
So
I see.
When you stop, you're in tank. And so the other thing that's happening is, because this is a beginner mode, when you walk, your hands go into an automated walk cycle. But when you stop, you have motion control again.
Nice.
Okay.
I like that because that was one of the things in the Explorer School where I'm walking. It's like I feel like my hands are very awkward, right? Yeah, that's cool. Excellent.
So on the right stick, you have stepped pie-shaped rotations. So you can experiment a little bit with that. So generally, you're walking with your head.
Okay.
But you're going to use, for gross rotations, you use your right analog stick, right? But it's a predictable amount of velocity and turning.
There we go.
Right? And for a lot of different reasons, this makes it a lot more comfortable for people.
Yes.
It doesn't look right when you're like watching it from the outside, but it kind of feels right after you understand what it's doing.
That is very clever and surprisingly, yes, very effective. Like this is, I'm not even getting like a sense of lightheadedness or wrongness at all when that's happening. Yeah. You're doing multiple turns in a row. It feels.
So it's a beginner mode though, and we'll expose an advanced mode where it's pure tank mode, and you have free rotation on the right stick. It's not judged or based on a pie rotation.
There we go. All right.
I should really be giving you headphones. You want some headphones?
I would love some headphones.
Much better
That'd be great. Yeah. I'm loving this, these droplets falling on my face when I look up. That's fantastic.
Yeah, here you go.
All right. Oh my god. And from the look of this, I'm assuming this is something I can climb?
You can't climb in this demo. We're going for pure object interaction.
Okay.
And this is sort of just the opening chapter. We want to kind of ease people into the experience and give them more complex tutorials as they get deeper into the game. I don't know if you can hear me through those headphones.
Definitely can hear you. Yes, keep it up. All right, go up this way.
So there's been some really amazing audio work done by Joel Green, who came to work with us from BioWare. So he was on Mass Effect and Dragon Age doing audio, and he's super excited about what audio can do in VR. So we're using the WI system to do our audio, and we're also working to implement positional audio and binaural audio.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. That is great to hear. I remember in the conversation last night, actually, we were talking about how audio is one of those things that really needs more attention than it gets in the VR
Yes.
space, right?
Yeah, and it really takes an audio designer who kind of knows the space, how AAAs are handling things, and kind of go, wow, there's a huge opportunity here to do some really interesting things.
Absolutely. Got it. What else can I grab? Can I grab something? Uh-oh.
So there's a key on the right, on the bed there.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we also have a proximity-based depth of field happening. So if you bring the object that you're looking at close to your face, you get a subtle blur in the background. It's something that you almost don't notice until you... There you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. Excellent. So everything is like clear across all things, but if I actually make a point to look at the background and bring it, I see. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's a really subtle effect, but it's actually pretty effective.
Very nice. And if I press the bumper, does this put this key in my inventory?
It'll be an automatic insertion as long as you put it near the keyhole.
Oh, right. Excellent. Nice.
So we're also doing a pretty solid gamepad implementation. We definitely don't want to hinge everything on motion control. It's like the premium experience, but we have to account for the fact that a lot of people aren't going to have that hardware.
Absolutely.
So we have a really neat motion control scheme working. A really good gamepad motion control scheme working. Motion control. I'm stuck. I've been here all day.
Motion control.
Motion control.
Yes. This guy, I totally understand. Get some food in ya. Well, looks dangerous.
It's all good. It's okay.
Wah! All right. All right.
So we decided in the sort of early part of the game to go with environmental GUI pop-ups for construction. After a lot of soul searching, decided that was the right move just for the introduction to the game, and then sort of step away from that as they get deeper into the experience.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. It's great to have a contextual clue that's totally readable in the environment where it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I like that a lot. Really liking the system of just kind of skewing instead of all the way turning your direction. It's like I can still generally go straight while looking around. That's
So it's a
excellent.
blended system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Excellent. Yeah. There we go. Awesome. Well, that's some seriously awesome innovation that's going on your front. I mean, that's wild. Really showing how thoughtful the design is on your end.
So, the weirdest thing is, like, we're after a year of doing it, we're starting to understand that there's not one answer, there's several, right? In terms of how you handle locomotion in the game. And you kind of need a blend of everything. You need like a look skew, look move. You also need a tank mode, and it's all kind of contextual. It depends where you are in the space and what you're doing at that moment. Especially for a seated experience, you want the body to face forward at all times. But when you're walking, you also want the ability to skew. You know what I mean? So it's a weird blend.
Absolutely. And doing all this, like I've heard that you had some family members and other people testing. So is that how you're getting your kind of beginner pull, as it works? I mean, after you're developing for a while, I imagine that you're immune. You get immune to so much.
Exactly. You get an iron gut.
Right? Exactly. So it's like a new pool of people, just getting some new victims. Like, hey, try this out.
So we do local events where we live, but we also pull in family, friends, and people who just don't play video games. And they're the best people to play with because they get sick really easy. So we use those people as sort of the reference group, right?
Excellent.
And so we have some people that can wear the Rift for like 30 seconds. They get violently sick, or close to it. And then, but since we did the sort of VR comfort mode, they can stay in for a much longer period of time. It's been actually pretty amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Man,
and demoing at GDC has been really good because we've had tons of people through and no sickness. Like it's been a really positive confirmation about what we're doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done, and this is a very impressive experience. Is this going to be something that possibly will be available to the general public of enthusiasts to download?
Yeah, I want that to happen. So it's just an issue if we can allot enough time in our production schedule to account for menu systems and stuff that need to be forward facing for the public. So right now we've got kind of a locked off demo for GDC. If we have enough time to polish it off, then I would absolutely love to just release it for free, right?
Oh, right.
Especially to show off both motion control and gamepad implementations for that experience.
All right, my friend, this is amazing. Color me impressed. That definitely worked as advertised. I heard you describe it last night, and I was like, that sounds very interesting, and that actually was definitely eliminated any sensation of any similarities.
Well, you have a pretty solid stomach.
I have a solid stomach, and I must admit, those are still in those games with right analog stick with turning. I do get it's not necessarily sickness, but it is a discomfort.
Yeah, exactly.
that I still get from time to time, and I didn't feel that at all. That's
good.
Remarkable. Excellent.
Excellent.
Thank you, my friend. Excellent. Pleasure.
Yes.
All right.